Hello again and welcome to part 2. So, now we will move to the verbs that can be followed by either gerund or infinitive. So, after these verbs, we can use a gerund or infinitive, but the meaning will be different. The meaning will change. Either we use an infinitive or a gerund. So these verbs are remember, forget, regret, try, and stop. They can be followed by either gerund or infinitive, but the meaning in each time will be different. For illustration, let's read these examples. Judy always remembers to lock the door. When we have the verb remember plus infinitive, هي to plus base form of the verb. Here remember means remember to perform a task or a duty. يعني when you remember to do something, you must do. Or you were assigned by someone, maybe your parent, your sister, brother, etc. to do. Judy does not remember locking the door. So here we have the verb remember plus a gerund followed by a gerund, which is ing form of the verb. Here remember means recalling something that happened in the past. She does not remember whether she locked the door or not. She cannot remember. So here remember in sentence 2 has a different meaning from remember in sentence 1. Same thing applies for forget. Sam often forgets to lock the door. Forget here, because it is followed by infinitive, it means forget to perform a task or duty. I will never forget seeing the Alps for the first time. Forget followed by a gerund, it means forgetting something, a memory in the past. Now we move to regret and try. I regret to tell you that you failed the test. So the verb regret followed by an infinitive, it means regret to inform someone of bad news. When I have bad news and I want to inform someone, mostly I use regret. So I regret to tell you that you failed the test. Now, I regret lending him money. Regret plus a gerund means regret doing something or not doing something in the past. Yani you did something and you regret. You say, why did I do that? I shouldn't do that. So here, regret plus a gerund, it means to regret doing something in the past. Number 3, I am trying to learn English. Try plus infinitive, it means to learn or to do something new with an effort. The room was hot. I tried opening the window, but it didn't help. So I tried turning on the fan. So try followed by a gerund, try followed by a gerund, it means here, the verb try here means experimenting something to see if it works or not. Last verb is stop. The student stopped talking when the professor entered. So when we have a stop, the verb stop followed by a gerund, here it means stopping or ending an action, a certain action. Now, when Anne saw her professor in the highway, she stopped to talk to him. Why did she stop? What is her purpose? What is the reason behind stopping? To talk to him. So when stop followed by infinitive, here it means to stop for a certain purpose, for a certain reason. Now we will move to something we call it causative verbs. Causative verbs, it means to make someone or to get someone do something. For example, the first causative verb is make. Make here is a causative verb. Make is usually followed by object and the base form of the verb. When make is used as a causative verb, it shouldn't be followed by infinitive or a gerund. For example, the teacher made us rewrite the essay. We can't say the teacher made us rewriting or to rewrite the essay. Number 2, the second causative verb is let. Let here is a causative verb. It is followed by object, base form of the verb. يعني neither a gerund nor infinitive. She let him leave. We can say she let him to leave. She let him leave early. The third one is the verb help, followed by an object and to plus verb. Here it means infinitive, okay? So, example, she helped me to solve the problem. So after the causative help, the causative verb, which is help, okay, we can use infinitive, not a gerund. Okay, so after make and let, we cannot use a gerund or an infinitive. But after help, after the verb help, we can use an infinitive. Okay, so here help plus object plus infinitive. She helped me to solve the problem. Got, the verb got plus object plus infinitive. Okay, so here got, we can use an infinitive with the verb got. Example, Jack got his friends to play soccer with him after school. Okay, so Jack got his friends to play soccer with him after school. So here got is followed by an object, then by infinitive, same as help. So after help and got, we can use an infinitive, not a gerund. Okay, now we move to the passive form of gerunds and infinitives. You know the meaning of passive sentence or passive form. We have taken it before. So, number 1, she hates being criticized. Okay, so she hates being criticized by the teacher, by others. This is a passive sentence. Here, being is the passive form of a gerund. Okay, he wants to be invited by, let's say, his friend. So this is again a passive sentence. The passive form of an infinitive is to plus be plus the participle form of the verb. So he wants to be invited by his friend, for example. Okay, now we will move to the perfect form of gerunds and infinitives. He regrets having said that. Okay, having is the perfect gerund, a gerund in the perfect form. He regrets to have said that. To have here is the perfect form of an infinitive. Okay, so far we have reviewed what we have discussed in class, explained the difference in meaning for certain verbs when we use a gerund or infinitive, the causative verbs, okay, and the perfect and passive form of gerunds and infinitives. So you have these exercises. Okay, let me just, okay, so identify whether the underlined word is a gerund or an infinitive. Okay, so she enjoys reading.